comment.
Because you're trash. I'm just like
True.
All right, guys, and we are live. And thank you, everybody, for joining me on another episode of the Hot Toys Lounge. I am your sole proprietor of this establishment. I am your 1/6 scale supreme leader. What is going on? As you guys can see, we've got a plethora of people joining us today. So joining me to my right, which would be your left, I don't know, is the OGest of geeks.
What's up, everybody?
What is going on, Mike? And then also joining us is my man, JP, Josh
Hello.
Pence.
Trash.
And then below Josh, we got my man, Narc, Craig, not another retro channel. What is going on?
It's just right underneath him.
Yeah, right underneath him. Well, no, dude. It's just, I'm
Just saying,
so
people can take it the wrong way.
Wow.
We don't want another. Look, they already got Josh Pence is not trash. We don't want to start another hashtag for this guy, you know?
Well, Josh is already commenting in here. He's like,
Trash.
Yeah, so there you go. For everybody to see it. Trash. And then also joining us is my man, Kyle, Slapshot Toys. What is going on?
Go on, guys.
So I'm super excited that we can all get together. We're actually missing one part of this, which is Cincy Nerd, which we hope to have him on again. And I hope I have all you guys back on together because, the reason I wanted to get you guys on was able to promote the Sweet Spot Network for you guys because I'm a big fan of watching that when you guys do that on Monday nights. I enjoy watching all your guys' videos and, and that's the funny thing too. It's like, that's what people don't understand. Like, just because we're YouTubers doesn't mean that we don't support friends and watch other people's, content. So, always watching Josh with his stuff. And then, Craig, I just started watching, and Craig had that awesome video where he picked up those two Masters of the Universe toy chests, which those things are epic, man. Epic.
That was a crazy hunt.
And then we got my man Kyle over here, who's picking up all kinds of stuff, building Star Destroyers and Bat Wings, and my man's picking up all those retro Kenner Batman figures. So, it's cool to watch you guys, and it was fun to watch, all you guys get together, especially the one video you guys did where you guys went to Dallas and it was all fun. 4 of you guys. That was, that looked like a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great.
So we got a whole bunch of,
oh yeah.
We all need to get together and have like an Atlanta size thing, like magnified by like 1,000.
Vegas.
Vegas. This guy's already ready to go back to Vegas. So we got about 61 people watching right now and about 30 thumbs up. And of course, that one prick that always has to come in and give us a thumbs down.
David James. Guarantee you it's Dark Collectibles.
Yeah.
So,
guarantee
so.
So, guys, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. So we've got Jay Stone. What's going on? So excited. Just got my email stating that my package has been shipped and can't wait to get that What's Poppin' hoodie. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We got the Collectible Warrior. We got David. We got Ronaldo, Elijah P. We got Collect with Chris. We got my man Drayron. We got WTF It's Juan. Let's see who else we got. We got Primetime Reviews. We got Old Nasty. We got PNR Comp Guy. We got Danny Dolphin. What's up, Danny? I'm crazy. I'm crazy with my stuff. We got Ricky Boyd. We got Lord Luigi. We got Thor 29. We got my man TCP Collectors. What up, Jeff? We got GeForce Racing. We got Jesus Ramon. We got H Green. We got Stefan Harvey. How's it going? We got my man Marcos with the Collector Zone. What's going on? We got the greatest name on YouTube alive, King Dingaling.
Good old King.
Yeah, we got my man KK. We got Toy Voyager. We got 2445 Jim. And we just got everybody coming in right now. Oh, and Ron is in here. What's up, Ron? Century the Mad Collector. And guys. So while I got everybody here,
can I give a shout out to someone?
You can shout out whoever you would like, my man.
Hey, Jesus Ramon says, Josh Pence, you're okay. I like it. I'm okay.
Is there something wrong? Did something happen that we don't know about?
That's the shirt we gotta make.
You're okay.
He's just okay.
Yeah, he said, you're okay. Cool videos. I'll take it.
That guy's all right.
Anyways,
you know what?
Proceed.
You all right.
I'm okay.
So what's been going on, guys? So for those of you guys that obviously this is on my channel that are not familiar with these guys, I will give the floor to each of these guys to explain, about their channel, what they like to collect, and all that good stuff. First, Jesus Ramon, thank you for the 10 spot, but it's for Josh, so I'll have to make sure I forward that over to Joshy after the live stream. I'll pay it forward like I do in all your your videos, George. Or Josh, so we'll send it over to you. So let's go ahead and let's give Mr. Pence the floor.
God, get full screen?
Yeah, you get full.
No, this is pressure. What am I doing right now?
You're going to talk about your channel and how trash it is.
Oh, okay. So I went from putting out consistent videos to not. And then thanks to the guys in the sweet spot, so Kyle, Cincy, and Craig, we're now putting out videos every Monday with each other. So it's 4 back to back videos starting at 6 p.m. Eastern every Monday. And next. That's all I got. I don't really do much videos, and I have friends that do this, and Seth full screen me, and I don't know what to do.
Josh, go. Okay, so here we'll help you.
Please help me. I have safe, right?
If you guys don't know about my man JP has been going super hard lately on the Legos, and he's been doing a lot of live streams on his channel, also on his Twitch channel. So make sure you check that out. Also, guys, everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's on the stream right now, actually left the links in the description below for their channels. So make sure you guys go subscribe to every single one of them. Go show them some love and some support, because that's what makes the community great.
Yep.
So the cool thing is that if it wasn't for me talking to Josh, I would have never reached out to Kyle and Craig, and they're awesome guys. They're awesome guys and everything like that. And that's what I always say about the great thing about YouTube is it allows you to connect with people that you would never normally have the opportunity to speak to. And, I'm sure over time we'll all get to know each other. And, I'm sure we all have similar interests and things like that, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and give my man Narc the floor.
Oh, what's up, guys? So, not another retro channel. I've been doing YouTube since 2016, I think early summer. And I like vintage toys. I especially like Ninja Turtles. I love Masters of the Universe. Bucky O'Hare, right? Bucky O'Hare, remember him? Oh, God. And then I collect Hot Toys too. I got Randy Travis right here. This is exclusive. Actually, I don't collect Hot Toys at all, but this was my first. And I love doing it. I love talking toys with the guys and everybody that watches the channel. It's just a lot of fun. So check me out. Yeah.
See, Josh, you need to be more professional.
That's me.
Put him back on full screen. Give him another shot.
Damn,
back to Josh.
Yeah. We're gonna give Josh another shot.
There it
is. Josh Pence, everybody. Okay.
Yep, that's me. This is me. Hashtag JP Trash. Let's get it.
Oh my God, here we go. Dude, that Randy Travis toy is freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Greg, what did he send you? What was the other guy's name?
That was
James Dean.
That was Bucky O'Hare.
James Dean.
It was James Dean.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have a Vanilla Ice one as well.
That is awesome.
I mean, you got to have Vanilla Ice and Randy Travis, right? So
absolutely. Why not?
I actually met Vanilla Ice in the airport one time. Nice guy.
That's what I hear. I hear he's pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, man, I'll catch you later. And he was walking away. He's like, yo, word to your mother. And I'm like, what?
Excuse me?
Say about my mom.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, is that still a thing? Do people still say that? And then we got my man Kyle here with Slapshot Toys. He's like, please don't. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's the full screen.
I figured if it was going to happen with Josh and Craig, it was going to happen with me. So I'll do my little tagline. What is up, Internet? Kyle, Slapshot Toys. And I think I started YouTube 2016, 15, somewhere in that range. Pretty much kind of got back into collecting around that time with comics and stuff like that, getting all back in all that. And I predominantly collect Batman, as you can tell behind me, predominantly Hot Toys, and I've been really into the Kenner, collecting my childhood. And then during the pandemic, since we didn't really leave the house a whole lot, my wife bought me the '89 Batmobile Lego set. and that just fueled a whole love of Lego. So I've been the last year and a half, 2 years collecting Star Wars Lego pretty heavily, doing some live streams, like live builds on my channel and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it.
So I'm definitely digging the Batman Hot Toys you got set up there and back. Do you have the Keaton one?
Yeah, so that was actually the toy that got me back into collecting. Funny enough, Batman Returns is my all-time favorite movie, and when this hot toy was released, so we have him.
Oh, that's so nice.
Right here. So when this was released, I told my wife I just wanted one hot toy, and this is my favorite movie. I was like, I want this one. My first ever Comic-Con I went to was the Lexington Toy and Comic Expo. First booth I walked into, that show, no joke, he was on the shelf at retail. Picked him up and haven't looked back since.
How's the cape on that? Because I know like a lot of people said like it bubbles up in the back where the cowl is by the neck.
Yeah, I mean, it took some playing around with. Mine has some like kind of creases, and it doesn't look too terribly bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it took some finagling, especially because it's got some like wires running through here.
Okay.
So those tend to try to push the cape back a little bit. But for the most part, I've had my dogs now want to say hi. But yeah, for the most part, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, they got one at my local, one of the local stores that I go to, and it's like they want like $450 for it, but like the cape is like so beat up.
Oh.
And it's like I want it, but like I don't know if I could deal with that cape.
Right.
It's like that's the.
And the only other issue I've heard of is like some peeling, like on, because this is actually just a rubber suit.
It's like a leather.
It's not like the Arkham ones where they're more of like that Deadpool kind of latex.
Yeah, leather, like a leatherish almost. Yeah.
Yeah, like this one is just flat out rubber. So luckily our basement is where I have everything stored is pretty humidity controlled. But I've heard and I've seen some online where there's a lot of like different like kind of drying out and cracking and some stuff with that.
Awesome. Josh, everyone was like, "Oh, your 56K modem crapped out."
Pretty much. Let's keep it at that.
I mean, other than that, you guys, obviously, since he's not here, and I just watched his last video when he did the sweet spot and he showed the nerd bar. You guys have like set up. Obviously, I see Kyle set up and Josh is set up. Craig, do you have like kind of something like that set up in your place or?
Yeah.
So I'm in my 6-year-old's room right now because when you walk into my house, my toy room is in the den. So you walk in, it's an open floor plan, so it's very loud, and I can't just like shut my family in,
Gotcha.
Their room for like an hour and a half and be like, "Hey, I want to do some YouTube stuff." So yeah, I came in here, but yeah, it's pretty big. Josh and Kyle have seen it.
It's impressive. It's kind of overwhelming when you walk in, to be honest.
Because it's like all turtle stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, you just turn the corners right to the right as soon as you walk in, and it's just like play set on top of DTOF, which are just filled with like every it's like walking into like the best flea market ever. It's just
I'll take that. Yeah,
and I mean that like, and that's why I meant like the best because it's everything is so. It's almost like a museum. Like everything is curated so well. Everything has a place. It's all divided by theme. It's unbelievable.
So it's a great place to go shopping.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Listen, before we just came off of his live stream and like he's sitting like behind me looking at my stuff and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You got anything for sale?"
Well, that's what I do. I go and I buy stuff from people's collections. Matter of fact, Josh, today I was hanging out with Carlos Leon.
Oh yeah,
which bought 2 Hot Toys from you.
Yeah, he bought the Short Trooper and the Death Trooper.
Yeah, so I was actually hanging out with those 2 for a while.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know he was down in Florida. I don't know. I thought he was in California for some reason.
No, we're all down here.
He's a good dude.
Everybody but you is down here.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a good dude though.
Quick question: you guys knew each other before YouTube?
No.
So you all met because
of
YouTube?
Yep.
Josh and I had some run-ins that we didn't know about.
Oh yeah, like way back in the day.
Because he
he worked at like a local music venue, that I played shows at, that I whatever. I don't even want to say perform because it wasn't that serious, but like we were in the same building at the same time like 15 years ago and we never knew it. But like between talking, we have talked about the same stories, you know what I mean? And like so we knew that we were in the same place, same time. So
he doesn't remember ever seeing you play.
I don't think anyone does.
Okay, I was gonna ask him, was he okay?
No, nope, not good enough.
So technically, everyone here, including us, met because of YouTube.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
basically, man. That's what it. And again, that's what I said. You know, that's like the great thing. Like, you know, because I know, Josh and Kyle are in Ohio, and Craig's in Texas. So I mean, it's like, and we're in Florida. So I mean, it's like, you're getting everybody from everywhere, which is great.
Because I actually met Kyle through Cincy, because Cincy and Kyle talked on the side because they did like a comic book thing. And then when we realized Kyle was how local he was, Cincy invited him to a toy show that Toy Bills, Billy and I, and Cincy were going to, and then we all hooked up. And then it kind of kicked it off from there. And then we went to like C2E2 together. And then now it's pretty much this. And then I think we met Craig through some Facebook group. And then we all like connected and kind of hung out from there, right? Is that the story, Craig?
Yeah. I mean, that's how I remembered it. Yeah. Right.
Craig's exactly. Like, damn, yeah.
Down to the T.
They picked me up from a Facebook group.
Yep. They're like, hey, you want to join our group? Sure.
Like they claimed them.
Be here. We need a guy from Texas. I'll do it.
Yeah.
That was before Cincy had moved out, so
exactly.
Yeah. I always like how he tells the story about like how he found me because his kid was actually watching one of my hunt videos, and the funny thing is like I always have the disclaimer in my video like kids do not watch my video.
Well, this is before that.
Yeah. Well, this is before I started using the disclaimer. True. So, but that just shows what kind of parent you are for letting your kids watch my content.
Dude, I'm walking in and out of my room throughout the day, and every once in a while, because all his videos starts. Well, they used to start with "What's pop?" Do it for the people.
I don't want to do it.
They want to hear it.
What's popping? Everybody,
imagine listening to that shit like 10 times in an hour. You're like, what the are you watching? To my son, oh, this guy, because I had taken my son to buy like his first Funko Pops and stuff. And then he started watching people on YouTube because he was curious about it. And then somehow I got hooked on that shit because of him. Yeah. And we ended up meeting up in real life someday. And then OG Geek was born.
Craig, did you ever collect Funko Pops like heavily?
No, I mean, just mainly like the music ones and Motu and TMNT. I mean, very selective.
I feel like a lot of people, that's like their gateway drug.
Well, yeah.
You did Pops, right?
Yeah.
It's a $10 price point. It's not,
everywhere.
Yeah,
it's literally everywhere.
Yeah, I'm at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Well, and then
it's funny because before I had never noticed Pops. And I'm like, I try to think like, how can I have not noticed Pops before? They're literally everywhere you go. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, anywhere. I mean, even like Ross, which my girl loves to go to. Everywhere. Kohl's has them. I mean, and I don't know how I made it so long without ever seeing a Pop, because I didn't know what a Pop was until 2 years ago.
I think Karina and we started buying Pops. It was early on in my YouTube whenever that started. And then she stuck with just Harry Potter. And she did pretty good with it. She doesn't collect anymore, and neither do I. But like I was all over the fucking place, man. I was just buying everything just because $10, so easy. They look cool. Before I knew it, I had like 200. I'm like, why do I have this? And then you start like looking into Legends and Black Series, and then it just literally keeps going up. If you have like an addictive personality like I do.
Was that cheeseburgers, Josh? Marvel Legends?
Yep, that's right. Yep. And Hot Toys were like steak. Filet mignon, baby. Yep. Treat yourself.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad with the Funko because like that's how I got started, because again, like simply I'm a big wrestling guy, and my wife bought me a Hulk Hogan one for like Father's Day. So I'm like, let me do some research, and and I found there was like a whole world of them. And next thing I know, I was like 800 Pops deep, and and then obviously you hit a point, and then you're like, all right, let me start dwindling it down to the lines I like to collect. And then honestly, I got tired. I actually got introduced to figures, And then I got really tired of the pops because the only things you could do with the pops is either take them out of the box or keep them in the box. There's really not much you can do with that. So this guy actually got me into the figures, and then the rest was downhill. And then a buddy of mine introduced me into Hot Toys, and that was, oh my God. I'm like 70 Hot Toys deep within less than a year.
Yeah.
And it's like
I was Funko Pops, the Marvel Legends, a lot of Spawn, McFarlane stuff.
There you
Yeah.
go.
One trip to Big Dub's house. That's all it took. For me to get into Hot Toys. That's all it took.
Yeah.
It's been downhill since then.
Dude, that's what I tell people all the time, man. Because I mean, obviously, we're all a part of multiple Facebook groups. Well, Kyle is like in and out. This man is the smartest out of all of us. He hops out of Facebook when it's too toxic, and he comes back in at the right time. Like, amen to Kyle. But like, we all see people like they're like, I can't buy a hot toy. I can't afford it. And then if I know that person and I know what you collect, I'm like, if you don't buy the next 2 waves of Marvel Legends, you can buy this hot toy that you keep saying you want and you wish you could afford it and you just want it so bad.
Payment plans.
Just fucking do it. Because like half of the Marvel Legends things you have to read in like page 13 of a specific comic book that it happened in one freaking frame, and then they made a goddamn figure out of it. And they put it in the wave of Marvel Legends that you have to buy to get the Build-A-Figure, which still doesn't make sense because you still don't know who that character is. But you have this hot toy that is a beautiful representation of that character that you know damn well belongs on your shelf.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
When I was doing Funko, a lot of my subscribers only collected Funko. So when I started doing Hot Toys,
no, hey. this guy.
When I went from Funkos to figures and Hot Toys, a lot of my subscribers that collected Funko would say same thing. You know, it's too expensive. I can't afford that. Blah blah blah. But then you would ask them, and they have 896 pops. Yeah, you could afford them if you just slow down the pops. I mean, 10 times 896. That's a few Hot Toys. It's a lot of Hot Toys actually.
Like
$8,000 something dollars.
What kind of house would you have to display 800 Funkos to where you can appreciate them daily?
You don't. At one point I had 800.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, he saw it.
Yeah,
you can't appreciate it because you can only see like a third of them.
And then
I had 3 rows surrounding my room. You know,
look behind all of us, excluding Craig, because I know what Craig's looks like outside of the green screen. But like all of our displays, you can see almost everything that we own, and we can appreciate it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Why not invest in something you can appreciate?
People always say that they love like going back and like watching like the evolution of everyone collecting. Yeah. Like you started out like you saw nothing but pops. Then you started to see pops out of the box. Then you started to see pops out of the box, and then figures. And then the figures started to take over, and the pops started to disappear. And then the bookcases went away. The D-tops came in, and then the Hot Toys showed up, and it's like, it's just
but it's like Josh said, like you appreciate this more. Like you get to come in here every day and see this.
I do.
Your pops were just like mine. It was like they were hidden behind other pops.
Yeah.
I'm not like you guys. I have to go to my storage unit once a week to appreciate my Hot Toys. That's okay. I look at the boxes. How pretty. You know what I do? Since we buy a lot of the same Hot Toys, whenever he buys his, I come over here to see it because mine's is still in the box and he'll have his displayed.
Yeah. He's like Seth. He's like, what did you unbox this week? And he's like, oh, I got that one too. He's like, man, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's nice. So, yeah, guys. So, did you any new pickups you guys got in? Anything cool?
So I just picked up the heavy Mandalorian.
Did you you got that for retail? I'm hoping, right?
Yeah. I got it from a toy department. They for anyone who's local to the toy department, free plug for them. They do hot toy pre-orders now. So I think you just put like 25% down and you can make payments however you want.
Yep.
And you can save on shipping, which could save you $20 to $30 depending. So I got that from retail. I still haven't unboxed that DX Luke 2-pack. Shame on me. I still haven't unboxed Iron Spider that I got forever ago. Gamora, Infinity War cap that I got from Kyle like 3 months ago. Still haven't unboxed any of that. And then I got down the black hole of these again for the 3rd time.
That's about right. Yeah.
Storm Collectibles.
That's fair.
So I'm excited for these. And I know Kyle's dropped down that hole as well.
Next month, Mythic Legions.
Next month, back to Mythic Legions.
No, I will never allow myself to do that.
That had to be the funniest thing ever when we were at the con in Atlanta, watching Josh give Mike like a tutorial on like
Oh.
Mythic Legions.
Seth, I was ready to swipe that card, man.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
Mike
wasn't
would
a
have given it to
tutorial,
me.
bro. This
I was
guy
ready to
working
swipe
for
it.
that booth. Josh was on their payroll. And he was selling that shit
Yeah.
hard.
Man.
Mike's like, man, he's like, I want those Templar Knights. He's like, but I don't know, man. And I'm like sitting there, and I'm always in Mike's ear, and I'm like, just buy it.
Yeah.
You want to buy
No,
it?
but you would tell me, like, if I like
Yeah.
2 figures, because I like 2 figures from that booth. So if I like 2 figures, Seth will be that guy, like, just do it. Josh was like, get those, but wait, you also need this one, and you need that one. Oh, you see that red one? You definitely need that red one. I'm like, dude, like these two are $290 or something like that. Crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. That's why I will not allow myself to go down that hole, man. Because I mean, even Craig knows he buys Mythic Legions from time to time, and dude, they're just if you pass on them, man, you just
Yeah,
it's hot toy prices and more.
Yep.
And they're limited. What they make them in limited quantities, right?
They only make what's pre-ordered, and then they make an allotment for Big Bad Toy Store and their other like small vendors, and then like a small batch for them to actually sell.
Wow.
But literally, once they're gone, there's like a 85% chance they'll never get redone. Because the good thing about that company is they'll do all-star waves every year, which is all fan voted for older figures to be re-released.
Oh, that's cool.
So they break down a list of like 12 figures that were like early waves that are probably like $150, $200 figures. And if they get enough votes, they'll put 4 of them into an upcoming wave and redo them to give people a chance to get them. And what's crazy is it does not really kill the value of those figures at all because so many people want them.
Dude, after I left Atlanta, I started looking on eBay. I couldn't find it. There's no cheap Mythic Legion. Like, that doesn't exist.
Nope.
Like I saw
Army
one
builders. That's about it.
Yeah.
I saw this one post right on eBay, and it had like 40 something bucks or something for like a Templar, right, a knight. And I'm like, nah, something's wrong with this, like it has to be broken or something. It turns out, and I started clicking on it, it was just parts of it, like pieces of a figure.
Yep.
For like $45. I'm like, Jesus, like, forget that, bro.
For anyone who has deep pockets and you want to invest the shit out of Mythics on a pre-order, spend a couple grand, sit on it for 6 months, and literally like triple your money.
Yeah, I just got the what was it last Friday when the pre-orders closed? I got the 2 Motu ones, the Stinkor and somebody else.
The Mossman, right?
Mossman, yeah.
Because he's like actually flocked.
He's
right?
flocked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'm telling you, man, Mythics are a stupid investment.
Pretty sure that PowerCon will have an exclusive as well, and that's going to be announced in like a week or 2. So,
jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And all the Motu figures, they'll never get redone. So they're like a one-shot release. So just a little food for thought. What about you, Craig? What did you pick up? Anything fun?
Oh, yeah. I actually got my first TMNT prototype figure.
Whoa.
So
nice.
This is from 2006. This is the first shot from, this is Leonardo from the Fast Forward series. And yeah, this is kind of what they modeled all of their, let's see, I got the original right there.
Oh, wow.
So prototype, original. So this is one of the first ones ever. So hopefully I don't go down the prototype hole because
you are.
That's going to be stupid.
Man. That's crazy. Did you just find that like randomly somewhere, or did you order it?
eBay. It was from a seller that specializes in these.
Oh, okay.
So there's this turtle book on prototypes. I'll give him a shout out. His name's Chris Fawcett, and it's just all about prototypes and stuff that never was released. It's freaking amazing. And the name of the book is eluding me right now, so I'm not really hyping it up too much. But Chris Fawcett, prototype, TMNT, look it up. You'll find it.
Yeah, it's cool. That's cool though, man. I'm always intrigued about like how people come across prototypes because it's something that you rarely ever come across. Like, like you might find it like maybe like in a hole in the wall place like you would never expect to find, or maybe someone has it at a con or something like that. But it's like, yeah, man, those prototypes are crazy. Because what is it? I think Dominic's got one in his he's got a Bebop prototype in his display case, and he actually has it graded.
He wouldn't even give me a price
graded. Yeah, he wouldn't even give him a price on it.
Is it vintage
it wasn't a prototype,
or NECA?
No, wait. I think his was an error.
Oh, it was an error. Yeah, it was an error one.
They released it.
Nice.
It was the gray, the Bebop with the black tank top.
Yeah.
Well, this one got sold, packaged and everything without painting the tank top.
Ooh,
So I think that's
spicy.
what it is. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that he's got all kinds of crazy turtle stuff at that joint. That's like, if you ever come down to Florida, Craig, I will definitely take you there, man, and you will have a field day in that joint.
This summer for sure. Me and the fam were talking about it.
Oh, come on! Oh, that'll be fun. Get the whole gang.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, hey, listen, me and Mike were actually talking. MegaCon is in August. And it's in Orlando, so like we were going to reach out to everybody to see if they wanted to come down, and we get like a massive Airbnb going. Except we'll make sure this time the place is not haunted.
No, we need to do a haunted. We need to do a haunted.
There will be no
go back. We need to go back to that castle.
No, we
in
don't.
October.
No, we don't.
Halloween. That's what we.
No,
Seth.
we don't.
Mike, listen. I have had multiple people message, DM, comment, whatever you want to call it, saying that all of us, and they've even included Craig, Cincy, Kyle, like everyone that we are associated with, we need to do some sort of paranormal, like actual ghost hunt and film it.
Let's do it.
And I am 110% down.
That'll be fun.
If you're down, let's book it right now. Let's talk with everybody. Let's book it.
Between like us, like unfortunately Craig is like not a direct shot, so he's a little bit over. But between us, there are so many insane haunted places that you can book up to like 15 or 20 people, and it's cheap per person, and it's like an 8 to 10 hour overnight paranormal investigation. You can bring everything.
If you guys ever
down,
if you guys want to come to Florida, St. Augustine, which is like the oldest city, I think it is. They're famous for their haunted tours. It has a lot of They have stuff in the 1700s there.
All right, so this is what we need to do. So Columbus, the toy show in August, everyone needs to come up here, and then we need to stay a night in Mansfield.
Yes,
it's the old 100%. Penitentiary that they actually filmed Shawshank Redemption in. Oh my god! But it was
favorite movie almost.
But it was one of the places where they actually carried out death sentences.
Okay,
and they do like you can stay the night, and they do a whole haunted thing, like a whole ghost tour.
Nope.
If Lane is in the chat right now, I'm blanking on his last name, but he DM'd me on Instagram. There's Waverly Hills. It was an insane asylum in Kentucky.
What the hell?
That is like a super haunted place. Like a bunch of like the TV ghost people have gone there, and then Mansfield Reformatory is another big one. And fun fact, Kyle, did you know that this is no one else will know what we're talking about besides Craig? The Miss May I, they filmed a music video there.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy, first of all, but we have to do something like that because people love the haunted like aspect of that.
So since Mike is all good with like doing like the real like upscale cinematography stuff on his videos, like the opening of the video could kind of be like me sitting there, kind of like in the Blair Witch Project, be like, "Hey guys, I'm so scared right now. I just need to find a way out of here. What is that?" Oh,
Dude. I'm dead ass. We have to plan something. I don't even care if we record it. I just want to experience it with everyone and have fun. Like recording it is second hand to me on that. But
I was hoping you were going to say they wanted us to go hunt for Bigfoot, because I'm totally down for that.
I mean, I have a spirit box and everything. Like I have some of the shit. Oh, dude, I ordered one instantly. I want to talk. I need to be a believer. Like I know that it exists, but I need to like feel. I need to see something happen.
Can I make just one request? Can we all dress up as the Ghostbusters?
Oh,
yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
I do it at my house on Tuesdays just because.
Well, I don't know if I want to dress up as a Ghostbuster. I would probably like to dress up as like the Stay Puft Marshmallow. No, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, he's Shaggy.
Yeah. Zoink Scoop.
Craig, would you be down for that for real?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go to church first, but afterwards, yeah.
True.
I'll have to bring Paprika with me.
Whatever you guys want to plan, you just plan and let me know when, and I'm there. So like I said, St. Augustine is a pretty dope place, and you guys keep saying you want to come down to Florida. You can even do Orlando. Like you could do 1 or 2 days in St. Augustine, like a day in Orlando. Or we could go up to that prison. That sounds.
Oh my god.
Even I'm a little like iffy about it, but I'll do it. I don't care. Give me that. I got my ghost busting helmet with me.
Yeah, he's got.
I'm ready to go.
He's got a Tiffany blue. He's got a Tiffany blue stormtrooper helmet.
I'm good.
That's awesome.
That is sick.
That's right.
That's nice.
So the best part about that prison is they still have the electric chair called Old Sparky in the prison.
Oh my god.
Perfect
name. Do they let people sit in it?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure you can take pictures in it.
Oh wait, but this is an abandoned prison or is it like a tourist?
It's been closed since like early '90s.
Oh, we have access to it. Like, could we go in there and film?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they legit do haunted tours, but you stay the night.
Yeah.
And it is in Ohio.
It's in Ohio. You stay in the cells.
Right,
yeah. So it's like pretty much most of how that works. It's like an 8 to 10 hour thing. You can probably buy more time, but typically it's like an 8 hour, and it starts at like 7 or 8 at night, and it goes throughout the night, and then you get out at like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
Oh my god!
And through that time, I think you can either choose to have a guide or it's just you guys.
Yep.
And like obviously we'd have to bring some equipment to like make it, you know, kind of interactive and fun. But I think you'll have like free roam of everything besides like certain things that are blocked off. But you can literally go wherever and sit wherever you would want in one of those places.
Dude, after what you guys did to me in the house, like I don't even know what I can do about the listen, honestly, that was like probably like I don't even know how I did not notice the doll under the bed. You know, like after going back and watching the videos, it's like I'm like sitting there. I'm like, my wife's like looking at me. She's like, "What's the matter with you?" I'm like, "I am such a fucking idiot." It's like, how did I not see that? Like, and you guys had me like bend over a bunch of times, like looking at it, and I was just like, I was so focused on that stupid New Kids on the Block doll that I bought for her, you know, and it was just like.
Yo, I don't gas myself up much, but I applaud myself for keeping that entire fucking clip in. As soon as you guys walked up to me, you're like, "Yo, I'm out. This is haunted." I'm like, "Hold on," and I think I was buzzed at that point. I had a couple drinks or whatever. I was like, I have to record this. And then the whole time I was like, "Are they messing with me?" Because this was the first time we ever like hung out outside of Mike.
Yeah.
But then you got Jan, the size of a fucking ship, walk up to me like, "I'm out. I'm done." I'm like, okay, this has to be somewhat real. If this man is like not wanting to go in there, and dude, because I've rewatched that whole segment it goes from like toys to reality real quick, and I watched that clip. I'm like, man, this is gold. Like we're all like a bunch of bitches trying to walk into this house right now. Like we just don't want to do it at all.
I think when we went downstairs, and Natalie's here in the chat. Natalie's here in the chat now. And she decided that she wanted to like lift up the wood barricade off the door that had the bird feathers and the giant condom lying there on the floor.
I said that was a bad idea. Nobody listens to me.
I wish there was a way, like, not that I want to know, but like I'm interested. Like I want to know what the person was doing with the condom and the feathers.
Wait, you said not that you want to know?
Yeah.
You don't want to know that?
I mean, I
will pay so much money to know what happened there.
I don't want to know, but I'm thinking about because listen, you could go into a room and just find random things, but a condom and bird feathers, like
especially a female one, not like, a normal one. As a
you would have
condom.
To try so hard to do that on purpose. Like if I told you, here's this room. I got people coming over. I want you to put some random shit there just to make their minds go, explode. I see that. Like that's dude. That was impressive. I
honestly want to know what the door behind the secret door was. That behind
the bookcase,
industrial door. Yeah, that was
just,
oh my god, that was just weird.
No,
but anyways,
you know what I want to know? I want to know why did the owner of that place had those papers hidden in that trunk in that order. You remember the papers?
Of course I do.
So for those of you that didn't watch the video, because I think Dub showed in his video.
Yeah, Dub.
There was this one paper that had a picture. I'm not gonna go through all the papers, but there was picture. You find these hidden is the key word, hidden papers. And the first page is a picture of a dog with a laser going in through its mouth and out the other end. Okay, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
Then you skip over, and it's another random paper, and another random paper, and then all of a sudden, a picture of Dick Cheney, and it just says, "Don't shoot your friends." These random ordered papers were all hidden in a secret compartment inside of a trunk.
Oh
so either the owner is a genius, and he knows that people are going to dig around and snoop around and find that, and he wants to mess with your head. Or the owner is a psychopath.
Yep,
those are the only two options. There's no.
I'm just thankful that we all made it out of there alive. Like You're like the funny thing is that Mike and Jan had two. There were two rooms on the first floor. So Mike and Jan took those rooms. Then the rest of us stayed up on the second floor, where I was in my own room by myself. Dub and his group was with him, and then Josh stayed in a room with 3 beds with
Steve and David.
Steve and David, and then Andrew actually slept downstairs on the couch. So then, everybody started to leave. As the days went on, and then all that was left in the house, the final night was me, Mike, and Jan. And I was like, yo, I'm not sleeping upstairs by myself. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to sleep on the couch outside of Mike's room where I know it's safe.
He's not making this up.
No.
He actually slept on the couch.
Oh, I believe it.
I brought
100% believe it.
Before it got, because we made it back to the house while it was still light out. So Mike's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm going upstairs and I'm packing up all my stuff and I'm bringing it downstairs while it's still light out. So it's
true.
Horrible.
I
so we need to do an Airbnb again.
Yes.
I want to go back
everybody.
to that castle with people that don't know anything about it. Like I have friends and family that don't even watch my videos, so they know nothing about what happened there.
Yeah.
I want to go there and set it up. Like I would like for Humpty or somebody to go a day before us and just set things up all around the house before we get there and just film for a weekend in the house. Like around Halloween. That would be a trip, dude.
Oh my god.
That would be the funniest video. Imagine getting those. Imagine if we would have gotten there. We did get there before everybody.
Yeah, we did get there.
Imagine if I would have put those light bulbs that you could control with your phone in all your rooms and shit and turn everything red all of a sudden. Dude, come on, bro.
I would have been done.
Josh Pence. You would have seen the silhouette of Josh Pence through the front door.
Dude, and then there was something in our closet at night. It was like a raccoon or something, dude. It was. Me and Steve woke up instantly. I was like, "Yo, you heard that, right?" As soon as I knew Steve was awake, I started talking to him. I was like, "Steve, we gotta figure out what's
the lady."
Yeah. And then me and him
weren't there for that.
Yeah, you guys weren't there for that. Me and him were downstairs in that dining room area.
Yeah.
And me and him were just uploading and we were working on some video stuff. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear, "Ah!" And both of us just stop. And we're like, I'm like, did you hear that? And he's like, yeah.
No, I was already stressed out.
Yeah. I was like,
because I kept hearing stuff and I kept seeing, I wasn't ever really scared. But I told you, Josh, when you got there, dude, I've been seeing shadows and hearing things ever since we got here. That's it. That's as much as I experienced. And then the wall shaking. But that's because somebody flushed the toilet. But the last night, I'm all right. We're finally done. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We're leaving really early, so we only have a few hours here. I'm on my phone. I'm like, all right, we're almost done with this house. Forget this house. I'm tired of this house. All of a sudden, we hear, ah! And I'm like, what was that? Why did that happen? Because there's nobody around us. Josh,
there was no neighbors at all.
There's no neighbors. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And we're not making this up. We both heard. We looked at each other dead on.
Yeah, we're like, did you hear that? And he's like, yep. And he's like, I'm like, all right. I'm like, good thing we're getting out of here in the morning. He's like, what time do you want to get out of here? I'm like, 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's be on the road.
I was ready to go that night when I heard that scream. I just broke my phone.
Yeah, it's done. Absolutely done.
I don't know about you guys, but I always open up. Yeah, I always open up something on the lounge.
That's right. There's a Hot Toys lounge.
Yeah, so I have. Well, I wanted to give everybody a chance to talk and hang out and bullshit and catch up and get to know one another.
Today we turned it into the spooky lounge.
Yeah, we talked into the spooky lounge. So I have the Heavy Infantry Mando that I'm gonna open, which is crazy because have you guys seen the resale that's going on with this thing right now? It's up to $600.
Whoa!
Shit about 2.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. People are going nuts for this.
Seth.
Yo, what's up?
I bought 2 of them.
Nice. Good for you.
I wonder if food department has any left.
Nope.
Oh.
I was the last one.
We were out before we came back. Me and Mike met up earlier, and we were out filming at one of the local comic book shops by my office in Palm Beach, and they had one sitting in there, and they marked they know people can't get it, so they marked it up. The thing was sitting there for $600. It's crazy,
man. Craig.
Yeah.
Question: why Seth's opening that?
Shoot.
If you could collect one line of Hot Toys, what would it be out of what's out? Because I know you want to collect them, you just say you can't because you're balls deep into everything else.
Out?
Wait, is it for Hot Toys only or 1/6?
Okay, just
if it was already out and I liked it, I would probably already have it. But they did, I don't know.
They got turtles. 1/6.
Yeah, well, Mondo, right?
Yeah, and
I mean, they look
They also
okay.
have 3-0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't have
3-0
Oh,
made a
The
line.
ones that
3-0.
David
3-0,
has, those things are
yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
That Bebop and Rocksteady. I need to get that.
Those are, yeah. I don't know. Just nothing really is striking my fancy with that. I don't.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned this. Craig has a pretty crazy collection of vintage Star Wars as well. Like I think the
I do.
TMNT like overshadows it, but when I saw it in person, he has like the boxes and it's everything displayed with it. Like it's so bravo.
You
to
do
that.
3 3/4?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do what now?
3 3/4?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
he's got like a lot of
the
good shows. Do you have the Ewok
85.
Village and all that stuff too? Or?
Yeah, all in box, Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon, AT, ST, all of
Picked
that.
this up in Vegas. I don't know if you guys can see it or not.
Here, hold
Nice.
Nice.
on. Hold on. It's a Boba Fett.
Boba Fett's throne from
throne.
Mando. It's a custom though.
Nice.
Really
It's
cool.
made by
That's gonna be fun.
Junk Droids.
That's
Very
sick.
cool.
Did you pick it up at a shop or something?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Man,
$20.
cool.
They have some good shops out there. I've been to a few.
We got Dubby Dub in the chat. What up, Dub?
What's good, Dub?
Oh, Josh, I picked something up for you too. Well, not for you, but something.
Oh,
that I know you like.
It's for me now.
He's
You
gonna
said
flex. He's gonna flex right now because
Oh, I mean, I don't do this. This is his thing, so I might as well show it. To
Oh
him.
yeah, I saw it was on your stories, right?
Oh, you saw it?
Well, I mean, that was from what's his face?
Fat Joe,
Yeah.
2 days kicks.
Man,
Very nice.
you gonna wear them?
I don't know. They're 11 years old, bro. They've never been worn. Should I wear them?
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
That's what shoes are made for.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
I don't collect shoes, so I don't care.
$250.
Those are sick, man.
$250 right now.
Yeah,
What, for
250.
this?
No, Josh knows about the $250.
Yeah. Seth.
He should have
Oh, I paid way more
taken
than
it.
that for
Should have taken it right when I offered it.
I should have. You should would have been
What?
out of my possession.
Yeah,
So
but
the reason I like these is because of the story. Because two J's, I don't know if you know who he is. If you follow him on YouTube,
Mhm.
2J's Kicks came to Miami, bought 1,500 pairs of shoes from Fat Joe, and then took them to Vegas. The following week, I watched that show. The following week, I go to Vegas. I buy these from 2J's at his store, and I bring them back to Miami, complete the circle. So
That's
it
sick,
comes
man.
with a
That's
certificate signed by Fat Joe and everything.
That's sick, man.
That's awesome.
Yo,
I'm not into shoes, bro, so I don't know if these are.
Maybe don't wear them. That's like a once in a lifetime purchase almost.
I only
Like, you have
bought them
to be-
because of the story. You feel me? Like,
Oh, that
and I like the
100%.
colors and stuff like that. And I want to
Yeah.
support.
this
Yeah.
thing is
Yeah, back to the
Trying
toys.
it,
Back to the
this
toys.
thing is
No,
crazy,
no.
man.
Mike, those are sick. Full screen that shit, Seth.
Full screen it. Full screen it. All right, let's full screen it.
I'm so
We're going
excited
full
to open
screen.
this one. Oh,
Yeah, dude. This thing is like beautiful. The paint, the weathering on it. This thing is awesome, dude. I think I'm more excited about the gun than the figure, man. I mean, this gun is freaking massive.
Hold
Man,
up, real quick. The collectible warrior, laughing my ass off. Oh, gee, you just carry that in your pocket? No, I did a live stream on my channel before we started this, and I brought my haul from Las Vegas with me to show it on my live stream. That's why it's here next to me. I do not carry this box of Jordans in my pocket.
Yes, he does. He wants to flex. That's why he's doing it. So yeah, I mean, look at this gun, dude. This thing is like
That's crazy.
the
That
detail
is kind of
the
dope.
detail on this thing is crazy.
That's why I love
And
coming
the-
here,
and the-
because I get to see my stuff.
Yeah, he gets
Dude,
to see the
box.
stuff that he hasn't taken out of the box yet.
I gotta say, the Mando Hot Toys.
And this jetpack is really cool too. The one thing that they dropped the ball on with this, and I gotta agree with George because of his view, was the base. They kind of dropped the ball on the base a little bit on this one because it's just like one of those plain generic beige.
It's not like a bigger
yeah.
base.
Yeah, here. It's like your regular generic beige
Oh yeah.
beige base. They kind of dropped the ball on this one.
Yo, this is actually very nice, though.
But yeah, this thing is epic.
So Seth, how does
Like,
the
even
how
the-
does the jetpack go on the back?
So there's actually like there's like a clip right here on the back,
Okay.
and then there's two ports, and it like just kind of like clips. You got to like get it in the groove, and then you just snap it in,
Oh, thank God.
just
that's
like
good.
that. So it's on there nice and snug. So it's not something that's gonna be loose or anything.
Right.
That's
'Cause that
good.
Boba Fett that I sold Josh, man,
Oh, God.
that was the most pain in the ass trying to get
Horrific.
that thing on.
Which Boba Fett was it?
It was the Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh.
Because it has like the two like teeny microscopic like belt buckle looking hook clips
Yeah.
that you have to like hold upside down and like clip it in or whatever. It was horrific. Yo, one thing I have to say about these Mandalorian Hot Toys, and I mean like the Mandalorian series. So the OG one, I don't have the Beskar yet, but I should at some point. And then this one, I feel like these literally feel like they popped out of the screen more than any other Hot Toy that I've seen.
Yeah,
or that I've had.
I totally agree.
It is incredible how good these things are, man. Like, if people slept on these, I feel bad.
Listen, I feel that I feel horrible as it is already that people are gonna, if they can't, Sideshow can't get the shipping under control, that people are gonna have to pay, $600 to get one of these. I mean, even the deluxe Mandalorian one that came out with in the Beskar armor with Baby Yoda. That's going for crazy money too right now, because
shipping just sucks, right, dude? I've had mine paid off since January, which I know I wasn't a part of like the pre-orders thing, but like, people have been getting them in randomly, and then all of a sudden it like kind of halted, which is understandable because I get everything that's happening or whatever. But I mean, this one, Heavy Mando specifically, and the OG Mando, people just didn't pre-order them, man, and they just didn't make them. Like, I know I wasn't one of the first people to say it, but I know that I said it very early on. When they announced the Beskar Mando, I said the first release Mando is going to be very sought after because I guarantee a lot of people canceled those pre-orders to pre-order the Beskar. And then once the OG Mando came out, people were like, oh, I want that one too. Yeah. And then it was just Dunsky because it ain't happening now because that thing's shooting up quick.
Yeah. It's like sitting around like the 450 mark, which is crazy. And it's, I get it's supply and demand basically at that point. But it's like, yeah, man, it's like, I agree. It's like I pre-ordered the Captain America from Endgame almost 2 years ago, and I still haven't gotten it yet. I had to go and purchase one because I wanted it so bad from a company overseas in Hong Kong. And, and yeah, God, it's just so frustrating, man, with the shipping delays and everything right now. And I got super lucky with this because, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, and it's funny because, I've heard Kyle say it on his stuff that Kyle likes to order everything online. And when I was watching the Sweet Spot on Monday and was watching your video, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do a little retail hunting, dude. I almost fell out of my chair. Laughing so hard. I was like, I like that retail hunting. So, but yeah, like you said, you order everything online. See, I'm not keen on ordering things online. I like to find stuff in the store just because it's, the thrill of the hunt, the excitement, of finding what you're looking for. I mean, listen, I'm the jackass that went to 15 Walmarts just to find the worthy Captain America Marvel Legend. So,
right. I mean, for me, it's like most of the stuff I collect though, because like what I'm predominantly into, like I said, is Hot Toys, and then I've just recently got into premium format and Tweeterhead. So some of the more statue stuff that's all over here, but like I can't, like we have one shop, Comics to Games, that carries some of it. Because I actually bought the Batman Premium. Actually, most of my statues I've bought from them. But yeah, like for me, the stuff that I'm into, it's just easier to get it through Sideshow. But yeah, like I just got an email. I ordered it almost a year and a half ago. The Batman Beyond Arkham video game.
Oh yeah.
I got an email last night saying that's delayed another 3 months.
Oh my God.
And then my Affleck Justice League Batman, which is up here, that one was 2.5 years by the time from when I pre-ordered it to when I actually got it.
Unreal.
Yeah, so I mean, I completely understand like kind of the frustration with a lot of people right now and how long this takes.
So, like I don't pre-order, like the only thing I ever pre-ordered was that Captain America from Endgame because I had to have it because I'm a huge Captain America nut. That's my thing. But like this, I just randomly came across this in the store. And usually the store that I go to, Tate's, is the one that has is the local store that I go to that has all the Hot Toys. And, when they get them, they sell them for what Sideshow has them listed for on their website. Now, me personally, I don't like to order stuff online because I actually like to physically see it in person because sometimes those pictures, they always say like, it's a promo picture. It's not the actual finished product. So I always like to see things in person on display, what the articulation is like, and they always let me take it out of the case and look at it and whatnot. So it's like, I appreciate them for letting me do that. But I walked in there and I always stalk their social media so I know when they get new stuff in. They never posted this. So I just went in there on a coincidence, and it was the last one sitting in the display case. And I'm like, do you have any more, or is this the last one? He goes, nope, it's the last one. I'm like, I don't care. Wrap it up. Let's go. We're done. It was take my $280. Take it. We're done. And then, of course, I call George, and George is in the chat, and George is like, I was like, hey man, I got the heavy Mando, and he's like, oh, did they have another one? I was like, no, I got the last one, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, he's like, dude, he's like, did they, and the guy behind the counter who I always talk to, they didn't even get their full order in. They're still waiting on more to come in. So, and again, that's the thing too. Like a lot of people are still waiting. A lot of these stores are still waiting to get their actual shipments in. So, I mean, it's going to be hard for a while to get these in unless you just get them from overseas, which is something I've been doing because, I'm clearly a very impatient person. So, sometimes we got to do things that we're not proud of. Okay.
That's how Toy Department was with they almost got allocated with their order because it just Sideshow just doesn't have enough right now, which is crazy to even think of.
It was that boat that got stuck in the port, and then George was also telling me that there was another boat a while back that like sunk in the middle of the ocean, and it had a whole bunch of like collectible stuff on it. So right now, somewhere in the ocean, there are a bunch of Harley Quinn Hot Toys, other miscellaneous stuff just floating there. It's like I actually want to do like one of those like expedition things and get like one of those subs and just go down there like they did with the Titanic to see if we could find all those collectibles. It'd be funny.
Talk about a video.
Oh my god, dude, that would be.
Don't encourage him. He might actually do it.
Content king.
Yeah, exactly. Going hard.
James Cameron now, Toy-tanic.
Yep.
Yeah, Toy-tanic. Yeah.
Part of the ocean.
Mike with the cinematics.
Except what? Jack will win his tickets in a D&D game.
Yep.
Rose, she's gonna be like a Mattel executive's daughter.
She's gonna be Pepper Potts.
She's gonna be Pepper Potts. Yeah.
Yep.
Pepper.
Right. That'd be great.
Oh
I'd be down. Seth, do it.
Let's do it. We'll film Toy-tanic.
Yeah, and then we'll go to Ghost Hunt right after.
Dub's sitting,
down for that.
Yeah. Dub's here, sitting here right now. He goes, I'm in. I'll pay 60% of all the expenses. Let's do it. Toy-tanic, and then we can near, far, wherever hot toys are.
Yes.
That would be the death of us all. Going out in the middle of the ocean for that.
Oh my god! Well, the worst part is I can't even go on a boat because I get seasick. So that's definitely that's definitely like
you want to go explore in the middle.
I want to go explore in the middle of the ocean to get them
sick.
Listen, all I know is that I'm going to invest heavily in Dramamine. So
yeah, but I mean the waves are on the surface. Like once you're underneath the surface, it's calm.
Then the claustrophobia kicks in.
Oh, listen, the worst thing we ever, and I found this out about being boat sick. Like at the worst time ever. We actually, me and my wife, we got married. We went to the Bahamas for our honeymoon. And my wife was like, oh, look, they've got these, glass bottom boat exploration things. She's like, let's go do that. I'm like, yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. So we get on the boat and, and then I was fine. Like I was fine just sitting on the boat and just chilling and everything. We went downstairs and not 5 minutes being down there, I broke out like in the worst cold sweat you could possibly imagine. I started having to climb over people to get back up to the deck. And the captain was like, oh, yeah, you're the first one, So then I'm like, hey, thanks. He's like, all right. He goes, if you're not going to throw up, he's like, just sit there and just kind of help focus on the horizon. And that'll help you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm focusing. And then, it was just like, it was bad.
That'd be trippy.
It was bad. It was that's when I learned about my motion sickness. So it's like I can't even do a lot of the rides at like Disney and stuff like that. It's like it's horrible.
So are you coming with me on the 4th of July?
Oh, what, on the pontoon boat?
Yeah,
I could do the pontoon boat as long as we stay in the intercoastal. I'm good.
Just don't throw up on my kids. That's all I'm asking.
Throw up on your kids.
Yeah, just avoid the kids if you're gonna throw.
Avoid the kids. But yeah, this thing is epic, and I like how they actually have the piece that connects to the backpack attached to the gun, and it's got like you can contort it, and bend it, and stuff like that, and it plugs right in, which is really cool. And then obviously it doesn't really come with much. It comes with the jetpack, comes with the gun, comes with a couple of swap out hands, a knife, and then the booster effects that plug into the jetpack. What?
Effects?
No, because this plugs into.
Oh, okay.
It almost goes up in the butt region, almost.
The end of that gun is like blue, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
like the heated up.
Yeah,
I don't know. What
it's blue. Yeah, it looks
like he's been shooting it.
They did a good job.
They did a good job on this. This is like,
and it has like the effect, like if it's when the metal gets hot, how it gets black in there on the corner.
Yeah, they have that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm excited to open mine up.
Yeah. I actually had a very interesting encounter today in the local parking lot of the comic shop I was waiting for him at. And George can verify this because he was on the phone with me. So we're sitting in the parking lot.
Here we go.
Yeah. I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for this guy.
People already think horrible things of Florida.
Yeah,
we don't have to share the story with everybody.
I have to because it was funny, and I wish I would have gotten it on camera and put it on Instagram because it's a story that no one will believe me, but George heard me. So we're sitting there, and I'm sitting there waiting for him, and this couple pulls up in a small car. This big dude gets out, and then there's a big lady in the front seat. He walks around. And she opens up the door. He turns around and pulls down his pants, and his ass is hanging out. And she pulls out like some wipes out of her purse and starts wiping his ass. Starts wiping his ass. And I'm like sitting there on the phone with George. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude. I'm like, what? He's like, what's going on? And I'm giving him like the play-by-play of what's happening. And then this wasn't even the worst part. He picks back up his pants, turns around, leans into the car for a kiss, and then they get out of the car, and then they go into the comic book shop that me and him went into. Now, the worst part about this is that they never wiped their hands.
That's the worst part.
So I don't even know what the fuck they touched while we were in the store. So I'm like telling this to Mike. I'm like, do not touch anything in the store.
Chocolate pretzel.
Yeah. Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? Yeah. Oh my God, dude! It was
welcome to Florida. Folks.
Yeah, welcome to Florida. Honestly, only this shit happens only here.
I pulled up to the parking lot. He starts telling me the story, and when he gets to the part of the guy taking down his pants, going around to the front of where his wife is or his girl's sitting, pretty much the way he told me the story, I'm imagining the guy's ass in front of her face.
Yeah, it's literally right in front of her face.
So when he got to the part where he said that she started wiping his ass, I'm like, oh, thank God, because I was just assuming it was going to be worse than that.
Oh, dude, listen, it could have been way worse than that. But like,
it is Florida.
It is Florida. Unbelievable.
I'm quite excited. I'm going to be there next week.
Are you really?
Are you? Yeah.
Where are you gonna be?
Orlando.
I'll tell you if you got to worry or not.
Oh, you're gonna be in Orlando. You're only like 2.5 hours from us.
Yeah, we're going down to Universal.
Oh, nice.
I'll be there the end of this month.
Nice.
Yeah, if you want, let me know, man. If you got time to go kind of look around, I can give you some good stores that are out. The names of good stores that are out in Orlando.
Cool, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll connect with you.
Craig, we need to go down there. Cincy, you're not here. We need to go down there.
Let's do, bro. Come down. Listen, I know it's too short notice, but April 29th to like May, I don't know what the heck, for like a whole week. I already rented a house in Orlando.
Yeah, well, because you don't live in a house. You just Airbnb everywhere. This dude does not live in a house.
Oh, my girl likes to take a lot of vacations. Bro. We just got back from Vegas. No, we're doing more for the kids than anything. I took them to the Miami Aquarium the other day, but that's not enough.
That's why he felt so at home in the mansion.
Look, Big Dub was saying about coming down here. The 4th of July is still pretty far away. I already got 2 houses and 2 boats for the 4th of July. I could get a 3rd.
This guy.
You guys wanted to come down for that?
We need to.
Oh, by the way, read what Big Dub wrote. Because you're in trouble. Next time, you better pray he doesn't come down.
We'll start collecting. That's all the stuff I.
Nope, up a little.
Seth, you made Natalie cry because she doesn't see the Bronian in video, and you know what happens when you make one of my ladies cry. Oh shit!
Better go find that shit right now.
Oh, punishment! Oh,
big punishment.
Did you pawn it?
No, it's in my. No, it's here. I've been home and I've got so much stuff to go through.
Mike is stirring the pot right now.
Yeah, Mike is stirring the pot.
Well, listen, I'm in the Hot Toys lounge and I ain't got no hot toy. Right?
I mean,
I gotta do something.
I mean, shit. In reality,
I got some
those Harry Potter bamboozled jelly beans were enough. I mean, the grass and the vomit and the sausage and the rotten egg.
Craig, have you ever done that? The bean boozled stuff?
Oh yeah, with the kids all the time.
Dude, I felt so bad because I saw Dub's video.
That was
And
terrible.
I guess
Pretty
he
bad.
wanted me to do it as well, but I don't know where I was when you guys started. He never actually asked me to do it. I would have done it.
I don't know.
I saw his video on Sunday and I felt bad that I didn't do it.
Mike,
'cause
I was standing next to Seth and I had the distance because all I could smell was black pepper and God knows what else. It was terrible.
No, the bad ones were the ones you gave Damien. His breath smelled like hot garbage.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh,
Remember you
how much
dared
did I
him
pay
20
that
bucks?
man?
Huh?
I think it was
I paid
$20.
him.
Yeah, it was
You paid him
$20.
bucks,
I think I gave him more than one $20 bill.
Well,
If I
you
remember
deserved
correctly.
whatever you gave him.
I have no idea what that was.
Yeah,
That was
No, he was sitting across from me. That smelled-
Dub sitting here. He goes, "Oh, we have what much more worse punishments, sir." And then my phone just went off. He just tagged me on a story on Instagram. So now I'm even afraid to look at what the story is. Oh my God.
You better post a story of Brawny.
Yeah. Be like, listen, everybody, look, it's Brony.
Yeah, Brawny. Yeah,
this is. Listen, I wore a shirt that said butt stuff on it. I think that was punishment enough. I mean, come on. You know.
That is true. That is true.
Listen, when we do we first of all, we all still need to do the live stream so we can all recap the the trip, and I will wear the butt stuff shirt on that live stream.
Oh my God.
So
Or how
that'll be
about we
punishment enough.
How about we just do one live stream where all of us are together and then we recap?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I mean,
we
like
do live
all of us
stream.
on one screen, not like
when we're all together. Oh, we're all together. Yeah.
I think we should do that. And then we get a big Airbnb and then have literally 20 to 30 people with us.
Right.
Craig.
Dub saying
Cincy,
Natalie doesn't feel well,
Kyle.
so it's double punishment.
We'll get Billy.
Billy.
And then whoever else we can think of. Let's just get it.
Uber
To
Hulk.
the point where we literally only pay like $20 a person. That's how many people we need under one roof.
Oh my God, that would just be epic.
Dude, Seth, when I know we're about to wrap this up, but man, your stress level from when we got there and we started opening everything, you were pacing around. You're like, guys, like, no, don't open that. And then at the end, you're like, fuck it, let's just see what's in this house.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, we're done. And I'm like, if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're done. Listen, when when we were out and you texted me the picture of the doll, like he was right next to me and he's like, what's the matter? And I was like, fucking Josh. And he's like, what? I was like, he just texted me a picture of a doll that they found that's like nailed to a wall. And I was like,
a zip-tied door that should not have been left in.
And then you found the human-sized cages.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? Aside from all of that, believe it or not, what none of us caught in any of our videos, I didn't see it in anybody's video, was how paranoid we were to the point that every time somebody left the group, we all started getting paranoid.
Yep.
Because I remember Josh one time, I think it was Steve or somebody, went upstairs and he goes, what was that? Who's not here? He's looking around, counting the heads.
Taking a head count.
Right?
Because Steve would go down in the basement and like the mouse would scare him and he'd start yelling out of nowhere. I'm just like, Steve, what is going on?
It got to the point where we had to announce we were leaving the group because if not, we would just scare everybody. Because you forget somebody left and then you hear something upstairs or you hear something or somebody in the front door. Every time
someone
that
close the front door
open.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We were paranoid for a minute.
Someone asked Kyle a question. Real quick, they asked how you felt about the Snyder Cut. Did you ever watch that yet, Kyle?
I haven't had 4 hours to sit down and watch it yet, to be honest. And I want to watch it all in one sitting. I don't want to break it up.
Yeah. I didn't think you watched it yet, but I didn't know yet. But yeah, it's a long.
My opinion, it's 4 hours of your life you'll never get back. That's just just me.
I thought it was better.
It was better, but it was just it wasn't enough to make me be like, oh my God, this is like the greatest thing ever. Release all Snyder movies. You know, it's like
I was happy for it because I watched it on the plane, so it killed the whole flight from Vegas.
And
I tried watching it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get through. I have no idea what the hell's going on in that movie.
Yeah.
It was like the first 15 minutes were just like zero dialogue. And I was just like, I don't know what's going on. So I just fast forwarded until people started talking. That's really it.
So
Zero clue
essentially,
what's
you're
going on.
telling me it's like, what was that movie we watched on the way down to that you stopped
my
watching?
God, I
Tenet.
forget. Tenet, yes.
Tenet.
Have you
I-
anyone watched that? Chat?
No.
Anyone watch that? Don't watch it.
Like I
It's
like
the most
Christopher.
confusing movie ever.
I honestly like Christopher Nolan a lot. Obviously, like the Dark Knight trilogy. Memento is one of my favorite movies. I loved Inception. But yeah, no, I could not figure out what Tenet was about. Other
The
than it had
opening
cool
scene
gunfights.
was amazing. The opening scene was awesome. After that, it was like the first scene was like a trailer to a completely different movie, and then the rest of the movie was just like, what the hell is going on?
Like I watched it just because it had cool gunfights, but the actual story, I'm like, I don't know. Half the time they're going backwards, half the time they're going forwards. At different times they meet their other selves. I have no idea what's going on.
Someone
Now
in
I have
chat
to watch
literally
it.
just said, "Tenet, you will have no idea what's going on."
No,
Yeah,
it just looked cool.
I'll let you know. I'll message you tomorrow to let you know what I think.
Yeah, he's gonna watch it, and he's.
Now I
gonna
have to. When
he's
somebody
gonna-
tells me a movie's like bad or horrible or don't waste your time, I have to watch it.
He's gonna. He's
If
gonna.
you tell me a movie's great, fantastic, I'll take my time. I'll watch it in like a month from now.
I
But
guess
a
I hate
horrible
to
movie
say-
I'll watch tonight.
I hate to say it's bad because obviously like someone thought it was great and someone like put their whole heart and soul into it. I just literally could not follow any of it. Like I tried and I just like one scene would happen. I'm like, okay, cool, got it. Next scene completely erased what was previously before and they added like 19 things. I'm just like,
Nope.
okay, because there's like this thing where like they shoot a gun, but it's like in an alternate reality and it like time goes like gravity disappears or some shit. I don't know. It's weird.
Gravity disappears.
I don't know. Right, Kyle? Something like that?
The best thing was like Josh and I started almost at the exact same time, so like we were like pretty close synced.
Yeah.
And like something like really cool happened in an action scene, and I like turned over to be like, "Hey, how awesome was that?" And all of a sudden, I see Harley Quinn on the screen, and I'm like, "Well, he obviously was done."
Birds of Prey. I'll do that. I was like, this isn't it. Not the movie for me.
when he wasn't dealing with his drunk buddy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The guy, real quick before we end this funny plane story, the guy next to me completely plastered out of his mind, and we had like an 11 o'clock flight. Like it was super early. This man ordered 4 of the like bottles of wine, and granted, this was like an hour and a half flight. Plastered drunk. He kept taking his mask off, and on airplanes, if you guys haven't traveled, you have to have your mask on all times. Does not matter. The flight attendant asked him like 3 or 4 times to put his mask up. He kept forgetting or whatever. She eventually like served him TSA papers.
Yep.
And I was like, it was me, an empty seat, and then him. And she was like leaning over me, like getting on him or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah." As soon as that happened, I went to the bathroom. I went up to all the flight attendants. I said, "Yo, I am not with this man. I am keeping my mask on. I promise." Because dude, it's like thousands of dollars fine.
Oh yeah, and they had like actual police like waiting for him to arrest him. Like when the flight landed, it was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like they had TSA at the gate, like the security, whoever it is, at the gate, and when we were getting off the plane, Colin and I, she pointed to me. She said, "It's the person after him."
Yep.
And they were like ready to let him go. Meanwhile, before we got on that flight, there was the federal agents. Who are they called?
Marshals.
Air marshals.
The air marshals.
Searching one person's sketchy bag, and they were in plain clothes with the badge, and we walked by and they're like, "Yeah, we're just inspecting like every 1 in 3 people." Literally only picked one person, did not ask anyone else, and they were ripping through his bag. He ended up getting on a plane. As soon as the plane landed, that man went to the front of the plane. He was out of there before first class was out of there. I don't know what was going on. That was wildest flight of my life.
Yep, it really was.
I want to know how you got drinks.
Did they not serve for you?
No, they gave us with a little Ziploc bag with pretzels and a little bottle of water.
Yeah, we got that too.
Comfort.
Yeah,
we had no wine options. You know?
Yeah, we got beer. I got some nasty.
I was an American. What'd you fly?
Delta.
Delta.
Damn, I gotta go Delta next time.
Yeah, they're doing like they're not doing full food, but if you do Comfort Plus or first class, they're at least serving drinks.
Yeah, like alcohol or whatever. But that man didn't need it.
He did not, but he drank a lot.
Dude, he got a fruit cup and he was picking the grapes out and throwing them on the ground.
What?
I'm like, I was like, I don't want to be associated with this man. He was everything. He was throwing the trash on the ground. He was ripping his earbuds out of his ear. He got like 3 pairs of earbuds because they weren't working. I'm like, brother, are you sure you got the volume on? Like at this point, I don't even know if he knew that he was on a plane.
I forgot about the headphones.
Oh my god,
That's
that reminds me of a kid I used to grow up with in New York. My mom would like take us for around the corner from where my house was for the pizza place. My mom would get pizza for us, and this kid would literally sit there, take the cheese off the pizza, and just throw the cheese on the floor, and then just start eating the pizza. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I don't like cheese. I'm like, so then why do you eat pizza? Oh.
Like, gave me the cheese.
Yeah, I'm like 90% of a pizza is cheese.
Yeah, that's
wild. Buddy of mine, Wilfred, he went to Puerto Rico this weekend, and he had the worst trip I think ever, because on his flight there was a bomb threat, and for a lot of the so they canceled all the flights. They delayed a few of them canceled everything else. He had to wait. I forgot how long to get his flight. He finally got on his flight, goes to Puerto Rico for the weekend. On the way back, there was a huge brawl between like a family of like 20 people and the Puerto Rican police in the middle of the airport. And again, plane delayed for like a whole day. Jesus. It was just like, I told him I'm not traveling with him, dude. Like, that's just I've never had any issues in an airport. I've flown a lot. How do you have two incidents like that back to back? It's like, put him and Josh together, forget about it. It's the best airport comedy in the world.
Nope, not me. Count me out.
Oh my God.
I don't do good with that kind of stuff. What's that? Mike said those plans we started to make for the holidays last year before COVID disrupted us. We got to do that this year.
The castle was good practice. Yep. Yeah, we gotta all get together and have another massive hangout. We need to do that at least maybe like 3 times a year.
I'm down.
Because I mean, honestly, like again, it was great.
We need to really do like a real world.
You know what I think? What we really need to do? Everybody just needs to like disconnect from their channel for like a couple of days and not even film anything and just sit and chill and hang.
Well, that's why I said like
I'm great at doing that. By the way, in case you haven't noticed, I'm great at disconnecting from my channel. I can do that.
Yeah. No, I can disconnect from YouTube. No channel. Twitch. I don't know about Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. It's a little fun.
I don't know about
Twitch.
But, yeah, so we're a little over an hour, and I don't want to keep.
Yeah, my bad.
I don't want to keep anybody holding up.
That was my plain story.
So this figure is awesome. If you guys follow me on Instagram, be sure to check out Instagram within the next day or two, as I'll be posting pictures of this, so you guys can get a better look at it. If I had to give this a rating, I would give it a rating of fuckity fuck yeah. So this thing is epic, and I'm glad I was able to get one, and I didn't have to pay the crazy price for it. And then if you guys want a more in-depth look at this, you can always go check out George's review that he did on it on Monday, or was it last week? I'm not sure. I'm so out of track of time. So go check out George's review if you guys want a more in-depth review on this. And also, guys, do not forget to go check out Josh, Narc, and my man Slapshot Toys. Again, and the OGest of geeks. Can't forget this guy. He's sitting right next to me. I don't want to get punched in the face. So, so I left everybody's links in the description below. So make sure you go check out.
I bet you my name down there.
You're actually.
Bet you my name down
you
there.
Want to make a bet? What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet?
Finish the thing.
You're the top bill.
Finish the thing.
You're the top bill. Eat a dick. You're the top bill.
Damn.
So. Guys, again, thank you all you guys for joining me. Hopefully we'll do this again, and we'll get Cincy on here, and Cincy can come hang out with us. And I hope we all get together soon, and we're actually able to meet in person and hang out, because that's what I enjoy more than what are you saying? OG snitches? What is that? OG grab pepper. What are you doing? No. Leave pepper.
You know what? I'll crack her neck right now.
Don't you touch Peppa! Peppa!
She hasn't made an appearance in a while.
Get the Lego sets. Yep.
So, guys, make sure you go check everybody out. Go show everybody some love and support. Thank you for joining on an episode of The Lounge. I hope
thanks,
everybody
appreciate it.
No, you guys are awesome to talk to, and
much.
I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with you guys, and and hanging out and just bullshitting and chatting, getting to know one another and everything like that. So this was a lot of fun. And so with that being said, I guess I'll sing everybody out like I always do. It's so hard to say goodbye to all you in the chat. Thanks, OG Geek, Josh, Pence, Narc, and Kyle Slapshot Toys for joining. Yeah! All right, guys, have a good night, and we will see you later.
Thank you for watching.